Morning guys, welcome back to the channel. Anthony here. Let's get into how I invested $1,000 into the stock market. Stick around. Good morning guys, welcome back to the Wall Street Bull. Anthony here. I hope you're all doing well. I've got my morning coffee. It's just before 10 o'clock in the morning on the 13th of April 2021. And I love my espresso coffee, and I hope you guys do too. So today I'm wanting to get into how I invested $1,000 last night, and that is 1,000 Australian dollars, which turned into 750 USD. Now, with regards to this, I am a dividend investor, guys, and I love doing these videos because I love building my dividend wealth. Because one day I hope to retire on my dividends, or at least not even retire, just supplement income so I can enjoy the finer things in life and support family and whatnot. Because I'll tell you what, having additional income, completely passive, coming in every month or every quarter, it really does help support your life. And I wish I had started this when I was a lot younger. So for those younger guys, start now, because it's very important, guys, because compounding interest over time is the best thing you could ever possibly do, and growing your assets and your portfolio is very important. Alright guys, so before I get into this, if you're new to the channel, make sure you like the video and subscribe, because that would mean a lot to me, because I love building dividend wealth with everyone. And if you're new to Stake, especially, use a referral code below, because you and I will get a stock in GoPro, Dropbox or Nike. And yeah guys, so let's get into the video. Alright, so my portfolio is sitting at $20,808.76. On the day last night, it ended up down $74.94. I'm not too concerned with the fact that it's fluctuating like this, because my main goal is dividends, guys. This is the main reason why I got into the stock market and investing so much money into this, is because dividends are what I'm after. So I'm not too concerned about fluctuations in stock price and so forth. And in total, I'm up 28.21%, guys, $4,578, which is great. That is an awesome return. Obviously, because of 2020, I invested all throughout the downturn, which happens very rarely in time. So it's a mixed bag across my portfolio, some reds and greens, guys. But obviously, with investing the $1,000 last night, and I'll get into this. So we'll get into my buys. So you can see here, SPHD, VYM, O Realty, T, EPD, and ExxonMobil. So the first one, guys, SPHD, and I'll quickly go to that, guys. Where are we? SPHD, 56 shares of SPHD now, guys. That obviously increased yesterday. So if I go to SPHD, I put in $125 in each one of these stocks, as I divided that 750 up between all of these stocks. That got me 2.9 shares of SPHD, guys, sitting at $2,450 of equity now, 56 shares. And my average cost is about $35 a share, which is, it's pretty good, guys. Now, with regards to SPHD, guys, it invests in the top 50 securities in the S&P 500 that pay dividends. It is a low cost ETF, like an index fund, although it has only the top 50 companies that pay dividends. So, and this is a monthly dividend paying ETF, guys. So SPHD for me has been one of the big ones that I've been investing in since I started using Stake in mid to late 2019. I started with Stake, guys. So it's currently sitting at $43.35 a share, guys, and you can see by the 3-year chart here, it's pretty much remained at that price level for a few years now, 3 or 4 years. But obviously with that downturn in 2020, it went down to $27, which would have been an awesome buy, guys. So overall, I've had a 22% return with the SPHD. I can't complain with that, $448, and the dividend yield is sitting at 4.18%, guys. This was sitting around the 6 to 5. It has gone down, so it's in that price, or not that price, sorry, but that percentage that I like, between the 3 and 5% yield. So SPHD, guys, a great monthly dividend paying ETF, which can diversify your funds, guys. So have a look at this. Make sure you do your research, obviously, if you're happy with investing in these companies. The other one, guys, I purchased last night was VYM. This is a Vanguard product, guys. Vanguard's huge. They are very diversified with, their ETFs and index funds. I love Vanguard products as well, and I purchased 1.22 shares of that at an effective price of $102.53. This has gone up dramatically, guys, because I'll show you the chart in a sec, so I'll get to VYM. Here we go here, high dividend yield S&P 500 ETF as well. This is a lot bigger than SPHD, guys. VYM is obviously the S&P 500 companies. And the 3-year chart, guys, you can see it was around the $80 mark. And obviously when I started buying heavily into this, it was about the $63 mark, and it was just hovering around that. Now it's sitting at $102, so it is going up in value, which is awesome. And when I do big purchases, I tend to usually buy VYM or VOO. I'd like to, but it's very expensive at the moment. But VYM's been one of my main ones. I've got 15.68 shares of VYM, and I've had an 11% return for the last 12 months, guys. That's unreal. $163.28, and it's got a dividend yield of 2.93%, which is really good. And my average cost is $92, so that's because I purchased throughout 2020, guys. And obviously, yeah, it tracks the S&P 500, guys, so you're diversifying your funds across many different sectors, you know, consumer staples, energy, you know, financial, and consumer discretionary, many different sectors. So when you're buying this, you're buying the top 500 companies, guys, so that's pretty cool. Let's get into my next purchase, guys, and we'll get into that, is Realty. Everyone knows I love real estate. And REITs, and this is a monthly dividend payer, Realty, guys, and I purchased 1.9 shares of that. Effective price $65.38, and $125 was spent on this. Now, obviously, with regards to Realty, where are we? All right. 22.29 shares of Realty, guys, so this is really good, and I've had a 9% return over the last 12 months, $124. Dividend yield is 4.33%, which is in that nice bracket there. It's not too high and it's not too low. And obviously this is a monthly dividend payer as well, guys, and if you look at the 3-year chart, you can see that we're steadily on the climb there, guys. And obviously with the pandemic, it just crashed, and now it's slowly making its way up. But with regards to real estate always goes up in value, guys. It's just a fact. Over time, it increases in value. And with regards to Realty, you look at here, guys. Let's have a look here. As of December, the company owned diversified portfolio of 4,944 properties located in 49 states and Puerto Rico, with over 83 million square foot of leasable space, 248 different commercial tenants doing business in 47 separate industries. And as of December 31st, 2016, 4,944 properties in the portfolio, and 99.5% were single tenant properties, and the remaining were multi-tenant properties. And as of December 31st, 2006, 4,920 single tenant properties, 4,836 properties were leased, with a weighted average remaining lease term, excluding rights of extend a lease at an option of the tenant, approximately 9.8 years. This is awesome, guys. Obviously, these guys are continuing to buy properties and leasing them out to all kinds of industries, as it says. And I'm just check the buy rating there. It's 100% hold, but I'm buying into this, and I have been since 2019. So Realty is another one, guys. 22 shares of that. I hope to increase that as well, because being a monthly dividend payer really helps build the portfolio. Let's move on to AGNC, guys. I love this company as well because it is 5G, and they obviously own HBO as well, which has a Netflix on-demand TV sort of service that they provide. So everything is growing with this company. I know that a lot of people are saying that, you know, it's going to be, you know, won't be able to sustain that dividend, but I believe it will in time. 4.18 shares of AGNC, effective price $30, which is great. Let's go to my portfolio here of AGNC, guys. I'm rushing through this because I've got a meeting in about 20 minutes. So AGNC, guys, 17.99 shares of AGNC. Equity is $539. I've had a loss of $3. Doesn't matter. Dividend yield is on the higher side at 6.92%, guys. And obviously everyone knows who AGNC is. So we'll have a look at the 3-year chart. It's been pretty volatile, and we'll see how it goes. But as mentioned, guys, this is a really good dividend payer. And I believe with 5G coming out around the world and in the US, and obviously with their on-demand TV service, HBO, and all the high-end movies that these guys have got on their platform, I think it's going to do well. So we'll see how we go with that. Let's move on to EPD, guys. This is one of my favorites because they have increased their dividends, gas and oil pipelines. 5.46 shares of EPD, guys, at $23 effective price. Now, I have increased my position in EPD, which is great. Now I am sitting at 33.7 shares of EPT, guys. I've had a $13 in returns, which is good, 1.74%, but I've only just started investing in this year. And it's got a dividend yield of 7.87%, guys, and they have increased their dividends as well. And I should check that, and I should do that in another video, but they have increased their dividends. And the price, guys, was sitting around the $28 mark, and it has remained like that for many years. Hasn't really gone up, but they have increased their dividend, guys. And average cost for me is $22.61 a share. And guys, as mentioned, they do gas, mainly gas and oil pipelines as well. So energy sector. All right, so let's have a look at my other one that I purchased last night, and my favorite, ExxonMobil, guys. These guys are a dividend aristocrat. They have been paying dividends. They haven't stopped, and hopefully they don't. Fingers crossed. These guys are oil sector and energy. So I've purchased 2.2 shares of ExxonMobil. $56.75 was the effective price. And if we go all the way down to the bottom here, you'll see ExxonMobil, ticker symbol XOM. Price is sitting at $55.50, and I've got 62.34 shares of ExxonMobil, $3,460 in equity, and I've had a 33% return, guys. This is insane. $873.59, and that is because I purchased throughout the downturn in 2020, and I continued to buy ExxonMobil when it was at a good price. Now let's have a look at the 3-year chart, and it has been on the down, but I'm in this for the dividends, guys, and I strongly believe that dividends will continue to be paid by ExxonMobil because there's a lot of industries that rely on fossil fuels. There's a lot of industries, and obviously with the world opening up now with regards to the vaccine going out and people traveling more and using their cars, there was a point where a barrel of oil was below zero. So I mean, they couldn't give it away because nobody was actually using their cars. So have a look here, guys. 2020. Well, let me scroll up here because I've cut it off here. What have we got here? $32, and I continued to buy all throughout 2020, guys. And you can see that the $30 mark, I just kept buying throughout ExxonMobil, hence the reason why I've got that awesome return there. My average cost is $41 a share, and again 33%, and I'm sitting at $3,460 in equity, and their dividend yield is 6.23%. This, when I purchased in 2020, I think the dividend yield was around the 10% mark, so it was getting up there, which was really risky. I didn't know if they were going to cut the dividend or not, but they didn't. They kept paying it, and thank you for that. Anyway, so guys, ExxonMobil, they're pretty much my purchases, how I invested 1,000 Australian, which got me 750 USD. And most importantly, guys, my app, my dividend tracking app, so we'll get into that so you guys can see that. $964.37 in dividends. Now I did a little note here, so I was sitting at $912.33 dollars a year in dividends, and it increased to $964. So I believe it's about just over $50 in dividends increase. So that's pretty cool, guys. Sitting at now $80.36 a month, $2.64 a day, which is awesome. Almost $3.50 for a coffee here in Melbourne. So let's see what happens there. And the yield is an average of 4.52%, guys. I'm due to receive a dividend of 9 cents from VTR. Top dividend payers now, ExxonMobil at $284 a year, SPHD at $125 a year, PSEC at $98. That's basically hasn't changed with they haven't had any dividend increase, about 6 cents. It's been like that for a long time, so we'll see what happens with that. Realty is now at $82, EPD is now $79, VYM is now $54. Get drop my pen. AT&T is now $49, and AGNC is $24. So with those companies, guys, I have increased my dividends $50 a year, which is awesome to see, and I've reached now 32% of my goal. By the end of this year, I hope to hit $3,000 a year. So let's see what happens there. And 30.19% of dividends is from energy and minerals companies, so the energy sector. Now, if I go to my portfolio, sitting at $27,277.28, guys, that's awesome. And I checked this obviously this morning when I woke up here in Melbourne, and it's $45,000 after 10 years my portfolio will be worth, and it will generate $3,343 in dividends a year. And my favorite is going straight to the 20-year chart, $153,322.34, and my annual dividend would be $19,294.92. Just quickly, while I just have that, let me get my calculator. $19,294 $294.92, and if I divide that by 52 weeks, that's going to generate me $371 a week. Now that is a payment for something every single week, guys. That would really help. Now my goal is to have $19,000, no, sorry, about $2,000 or $3,000 a week. That's my goal. So anyway, so this is basically calculating this with a 5% annual dividend growth rate, which is standard, and a 2% annual stock growth price growth. So guys, this is basically just the bare minimum. Sometimes these go up, like with ExxonMobil, I had a 33% return. And this is what happens in the stock market. When you buy in a good time, like last year in 2020, you can reap the rewards for the gains. And monthly income, guys, we'll go to my chart. VTRs tomorrow. BEN, I've got 7 dividends being paid out on the 15th, and a few others getting paid out this month. I prefer this one actually. So I did increase my dividends throughout the main months as well. Overall, guys, my biggest payers are still March, June, September and December as well at $126, which is unreal. So that's pretty much it, guys. So that's how I invested $1,000. Obviously, with everything I do here, I do it for fun, and I do it because I want to grow my dividend portfolio and document it. And make sure you guys do your own research in your portfolios to make sure you're happy. If you're new to the channel, guys, as mentioned, make sure you like the video and subscribe, and let me know how you intend on investing your funds in stocks and what you guys obviously are interested in coming up as well. And I will be doing a video on cryptos as well, because I'm starting to get into those cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin, XRP and Ethereum and so forth. There's some cool things happening there, guys, and really like seeing the growth rates in those early cryptocurrency coins as well. So I'll do a video on that soon. All right, so take care, happy investing. I'm going to smash my coffee now and run to my meeting. Just wanted to give you guys an update. All right, peace, stay safe, happy investing, bye.